Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. Right, I've got a few things I want to cover this evening. I'm going to try and keep this as brief as possible and get through them as quickly as possible, so bear with me on that, because I do want to finish up the video on my theory to do with Adrian Newey. So I'm going to start off with Mercedes and Carlos Sainz, because Mercedes could be left waiting by Carlos Sainz after his manager admitted they are playing the game. Sainz has been rumoured as a potential replacement for Hamilton next year, but teams can expect to wait a little while longer for news of his decision. Carlos Honoro told F1 Nation, a few. Let's say it's an interesting period of time at the moment. The driver market has been all over the place lately, and I think we'll see some movement in the upcoming weeks, but for the moment the juggling continues. He later added, there will be no big news, at least coming from us. For sure, not. We're still playing the game, so we'll see. Formula One stakeholders have delayed discussions on a proposal to extend the points positions for 2025 until later this year. It has been reported that teams will vote to decide whether points should be awarded to 11th and 12th place finishers. Sky Sports commentator Martin Brundle has already taken to social media to voice his opposition to the proposed changes. He wrote, Formula One World Championship points must be hard-won and treasured, valued, not some kind of lucky dip where everyone wins a prize. But David Croft thinks that championship points should be awarded to all drivers finishing a race. And I just don't see the point in that, so when those two are back in the commentary box, hopefully they'll discuss this, and we'll have some drama going on there. And this is quite an interesting one as well, because according to F1 Insider, Mercedes and Verstappen's team, comprising of himself, his father Jos, and his manager, will start negotiations in the 2 weeks following the Florida Grand Prix and the European Opener in Imola. Maybe, just maybe, this is why no announcements on drivers is expected in the next few weeks. I'm not going to read too much into that because there's not a lot of reports at all about that happening, so I do think it's odd that you got Valtteri Bottas, again, driver on the inside, knows what's going on or has more knowledge of what's going on than any of the media, and also Carlos Sainz's manager, all saying that nothing's going to be upcoming over the next couple of weeks. So that's quite an interesting one as well. And then we're going to move on to this whole Adrian Newey thing, and I've not seen the media cover this, and I may well be wrong. I probably am, because I'm not legally trained or anything like that, but regarding Newey not being able to technically work for another team until 2027, you've got to remember his car won't be on track really until 2028 if that's the case. So my theory on this is that I think his current contract with Red Bull could simply be ripped up, to be honest. And my reason for this is because Newey would be leaving the team due to the ongoing issues behind the scenes, and his contract would be based around working within the team in his role. But if he feels that the atmosphere is unbearable due to Horner and the ongoing investigation and the power struggles within the team, this is outside of what any normal contract would include, I would have thought. And I think that's grounds to dispute his contract, because I can't see Adrian Newey stepping away from the sport for at least the next 2.5 years. I just can't see that happening unless he's going to step away from Red Bull and retire. And I'm not sure about that either, because according to the Daily Mail, Adrian Newey's wife is believed to be looking at properties in Italy, in a major hint that Newey could be looking for a move to Ferrari. And Ferrari are based in Maranello, and a move to Italy would make sense for Newey if he was to join the team. I think this could potentially go to an employment tribunal, and I think Adrian Newey is a man of integrity, so I don't think there's going to be any false claims made there regarding the atmosphere at Red Bull, but it does seem like there is something quite serious going on behind the scenes, and yeah, of course the media have talked about that, but I'm really surprised they haven't covered this side of it, where an employment tribunal might side with Adrian Newey and decide it's not a good working environment, it's causing issues, it's causing tensions. And of course, having an investigation into your team principal and the fallout and the power struggles would never have been part of the contract in the first place. So this may be why we could see Adrian Newey at a different team, and I think that different team will be Ferrari, and I think this is why we could see him on the grid in 2025. Anyway, I do feel a bit silly for coming up with this theory, so Let me have yours, what you think about that, because I genuinely do think there's a possibility. Again, I might be wrong, but we'll see. But anyway, that's all I've got for you this evening. Again, thank you so much indeed for your comments, your likes, your shares. Thank you to my new subscribers and of course all my old subscribers. I really and truly do appreciate you all. It means a lot to me, and thank you so much indeed for that. And if you do like what I do, please consider pressing the like button, also pressing the subscribe button and pressing the notification bell so you get those all important future warnings of my uploads. And as always, until the next time, take care.